Aries, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, because obviously it hasn't happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's go with your reading. What is happening for the beautiful Aries this week? Firstly, you have the Eight of Cups. It's walking away from anything that doesn't really serve or resonate with you anymore, anything that is past its best before date. Past its expiry date, I should have said. The World card, expiry date, completion. Oh my goodness, you're wrapping up old cycles. Firstly, you're walking away from everything that isn't everything that isn't enough, everything that isn't, like, things are just scraping the surface of you kind of allowing into your life. People are almost treating you with the respect, work relationships, whatever your job is, something is just scraping par. I keep getting par for some reason, I don't know why. With that, you're like, yep, I'm not going to settle for less than I deserve, moving on, and you're closing out a cycle. You're closing out cycles of accepting less than you know you are worthy of. You're just not, there's like a boundary or a willingness to be able to create boundaries and walk away when necessary, rather than like being able to see things from others' viewpoint all the time and go, well, I understand where they're coming from, so I'll be patient with them. I've like, there's something now where you're like, yeah, I understand where they're coming from, however, I don't deserve to be treated in that way. Like, there's something where you aren't taking others' actions personally, but you are taking it upon yourself to personally separate yourself and remove yourself from the environment that you find yourself in if you aren't being respected. Then you have the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Swords. There's something here where your empathy is amazing, because that's what I was going to say. You can empathize and see where people are coming from, right? And that's why for a long time you may have been stuck in a cycle of sticking around people, places, things, environments and opportunities that didn't quite deserve you, because you could understand things from everyone else's point of view and you're so empathetic and you could put yourself in their shoes. But there's something now where you're being empathetic to yourself. You're going, yes, however, I would not think this was suitable. If I were my own daughter, would I be okay with this? No. You know what I mean? Like, there's something now where you're looking at it from an outsider's perspective and you're going, I would want more for myself. If this wasn't me that this was happening to, if this was my child, my best friend, my partner, I would want more for them. And you're now going, yes, I want more for myself. And with the Knight of Swords, there's also something here of somebody matching your energy. I don't know, it's like, Knight of Swords is knight in shining armor sometimes. For some reason, I've suddenly got a really sore throat, but it's really weird because it's like, it's not your normal kind of sore throat. I almost feel like someone's squeezing my neck. With that Knight of Swords, I feel like there's something where you're being helped to be able to speak. Like someone's stepping on your throat, squeezing, like you can't speak. And with the Knight of Swords, you're like, actually, that's when I need to speak the most. When someone doesn't want me to speak, when someone doesn't want me to share, when someone doesn't want me to walk away, that's when I need to walk away the most. There's something about like a resistance there of whatever I was saying being held back. Clarify the Eight of Cups. You have the King of Swords. You have to turn your emotions off. There's something here where, like, I don't know how to put that any better. King of Swords is very unemotional. You at your heart are the Queen of Cups. Man or woman doesn't matter. You're very, very empathetic and loving and kind and caring. However, if you stay in that energy, you're not going to be able to walk away. So it's almost like you're just switching your head into this King of Swords boss mode of going, yes, suddenly I'm not really bothered. Suddenly I couldn't care less. Like, you're turning on this villain mode in your mind in order to walk away from something. You have to kind of cut it quite coldly out. Like, you've got to be cold for a second. You've got to switch into this cold mode of I couldn't care less. It's not my circus, not my monkeys. The World card. Wait, what? Oh no, the Empress. I just like clarifying the World card, and I just saw that world. No, I thought it was another World card. Awkward. Okay, the Empress is very beautiful with the World card. Some of you, when I said that you have to treat yourself like you are your own daughter, some of you are having a daughter. Some of you are pregnant. Some of you are about to become pregnant. With this Empress card, there's a whole new world. You're bringing a whole new being into the world, a human being, and so you're creating the world. You're creating a life in the world, which is very beautiful. Others of you, you're just pregnant with a new idea, with a new business, with a new plan for your life. You're creating it. You're closing out the current cycle you're in. The world can mean moving, relocation, and with that you're now birthing the idea and creating and conjuring up your next plan, your next route, like your next, because I'm seeing a map and you're figuring out what route you're going to take. Seven of Swords to clarify Queen of Cups. It's very interesting because I thought that this was the Seven of Swords. And they kind of look like the same character to me. They're both in grey hoods. So there's something here where someone's kind of sneaking in. Be careful. I don't know why, I feel like there's a sneaky energy around you, especially with my throat, how it went really weird. It definitely wasn't for me. It was like a weird, like, psychic thing of there's something really going to try to stop you from sharing your piece, sharing your story, sharing your side of the events. If there's something going on where you're closing out a cycle and letting it go, if that takes you healing, if that takes you sharing your story, and somebody's trying to say, oh no, that's going to do more harm than good, that's going to... Be careful who you listen to, because someone's intentions are not pure, or it's about silencing you. And with the Queen of Cups right next to this, it's almost like someone could look a lot more empathetic and caring than they are in order to silence you. It's a little bit manipulative or something. There's something here when even if somebody seems very, very kind and caring on the outside, there's intentions lying beneath this that are often like, if someone has a lot of kindness and love towards you, then they should be completely accepting and encouraging of you speaking your story, or you sharing your side, or you being loud and proud and vocalizing what you've experienced. And if someone is not, there's something here, like, be careful. Why would the intentions behind that be good? Why would they want you to hold that in? Why would they want you to not share that? And with the Knight of Swords, it's just like you doing the opposite of what maybe someone's advising you or telling you to do. Oh, don't do that. That's probably not a good idea. Maybe you should do this. You'd be better suited to do this right now. Maybe don't. There's something where whatever it is you're feeling resistance about doing, make sure you do it 10 times harder. If someone tells you that's not a good idea, make sure you go at it even more, because there's just something there. And also sometimes, like, the kindest, when somebody looks very, 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 very overly kind, it's like, why are they doing that? Why? It's like somebody's really nice around you and they're treating you really nicely, but then they're also kind of, their intentions are to gain your, like, trust or something in them, but then they're also like controlling you and telling you what to do in some way. It's so interesting. Like, look at this bird, it's like squawking, and like I said, there's something here where you're being, oh my goodness, my throat, it's so interesting. If you have something to say, say it. If you're scared to say it even louder to even more people, because there's just something where your throat is being shut off and somebody does not want you saying what you have to say. And they might even, like I said, be a friend, a family member, a partner that is so kind and their intentions seem pure, but it's something within them that is afraid of you speaking, of you being seen, of your power being seen, of your experience being heard. For some reason it's affecting them that would happen, and I don't know why. But there's just something saying speak. And if you can't speak, whisper. If you can't whisper, write it, share it somehow. You've got something to say. Even if it hurts to say it, say it. Very intense message. Don't get stuck in your head. Look at that. Don't get stuck in your head overthinking, oh, but what will be the consequence? speak, especially if you're scared to say it. There's a reason. It needs to be heard, right? There's a lot of people saying a lot of nothing, and they're not afraid to say it because they're not speaking anything of importance. They can waffle on about anything because it wouldn't matter. The fact that you're scared to say something is because it's important to say it. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you know it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Little Tarot Tuesdays.